Hello again, everybody. Hank Renner Jr. with Dragon Dave here in Big Time Wrestling in Modesto.
I tell you one thing, I'm excited. This is BTW. There's lots of stars here, BTW. By the way, can I call you Junior?
No, you can call me Hank.
All right. Who we got here first?
Oh, led by his manager, Vinny LaRocca.
I think that's Johnny LaRocca there. Get it right.
Well, the record books here say Vinny LaRocca. Look at that, Dave.
Well, you know what? By the way he's dressed, I think if he wants to call himself Vinny, he can call himself Vinny. If he wants to call himself Johnny, he can call himself Johnny.
Well, I guess we'll call him Johnny tonight in deference to you. I guess you know better. He's leading his man, Vennis DeMarco from Sicily, to the ring. Rather an unpopular figure tonight here in Modesto.
I still can't get over that jacket. I got to talk to him about who his stylist is, his wardrobe stylist. Look at that jacket.
Well, I'm looking at it, and it looks to me like it was worn before by a certain lucky leprechaun. Wouldn't you say there, Dragon Dave?
I'll tell you something, that jacket cost more than you would probably make in a year.
My question is, did he pay for it, or was this one of those deals that you can't refuse?
Hey, don't worry about it.
Hop-Sing Lee in the ring now from Japan.
Now, what's that on his t-shirt? Oriental is a flavor. Now, what's that all about?
Well, I think Hop-Sing is trying to be very proud of his Asian heritage.
Well, I'm not, that's nothing wrong with that, but, I mean, what does he mean by Oriental is a flavor?
Well, I think it has something to do with that cup of noodles, wouldn't you say, Dragon Dave?
Hey, don't go there now.
Vennis DeMarco having his problems already with the crowd. Oh, and look at that. The hugging of Johnny LaRocca.
Hey, these two guys are family, and you know what? I think it's going to benefit this guy DeMarco to have a manager at ringside. That's going to be very beneficial for them.
Just as long as he abides by big-time wrestling rules, and here's a headlock taken already by DeMarco. Hop-Sing Lee with a little shot to the ribs there. Out goes DeMarco, and down goes Hop-Sing Lee. All right, Fonzie. There's a drop down. A leapfrog. Oh, and he gets caught with a drop kick. DeMarco goes down.
Well, Hop-Sing Lee is a very fast-paced wrestler. And I think if he's gonna want to win this match, he's gonna have to keep it fast-paced.
Now, what do you call that, Dragon Dave? Checking for the amount of teeth? I think DeMarco was missing a few before he came to big-time wrestling.
Well, he's just checking his face, making sure everything's in the right place, so that he can continue this match. Wrestle with a bad-looking face.
Well, I'm glad you filled me in on that, Dragon Dave. There's a nice headlock applied now by Hop-Sing Lee in control. Rib shot by Vennis DeMarco. The push off. Down goes DeMarco with a nice tackle. Drop down. A leapfrog. Oh, DeMarco's going to get caught here. He turns around to do another drop kick from Hop-Sing Lee. Beautifully placed.
Once again, Hop-Sing Lee demonstrating that fast-paced action that he's known for.
Here comes a monkey flip. Little salute to the fans. And DeMarco lands right on his tailbone. That's a painful move to take.
Is that right? How many times have you been in the ring?
Well, I've been commentating for at least 20 years, if you must know.
Well, it's nice to have you here in BTW. Nice for you to join us here at the Big Time League, BTW.
It's nice of us to grace our presence with you. DeMarco, oh, look at that. Johnny LaRocca pulling the foot of Hop Sing Lee. Did you see that, Dragon?
No, I did not, and you didn't either.
Well, following those two nicely done arm drags by Hop Sing Lee, Mr. LaRocca making his presence known by pulling the leg, and that is against the rules.
Well, it may be against the rules, but as long as the referee did not see it, it goes.
Oh, I've often advocated when you have a manager, they should wait in the dressing room where they belong. Now, what do you call that?
Well, first of all, he's checking for his hair, making sure his hair is in place. I don't see nothing wrong with that.
Oh, I see. So Hop Sing Lee needs a new haircut. Oh, yes. And Johnny LaRocca just happens to be a licensed stylist.
Well, first of all, Hop Sing Lee needs a lot of help in a lot of departments, but we won't go there.
Well, Hop Sing Lee right now is on the receiving end of a DeMarco boot. And I'll tell you, those size 11s, they look like they can do some damage.
Now, Hop Sing Lee used to be the manservant of one emperor. Can you give us a background on that?
Well, I believe that the breakup had to do with something called back salary, which the Emperor never paid to Hop Sing, and I think Hop Sing got wise and wisely got rid of Emperor.
Well, first of all, what were his qualifications? What do you mean by manservant? I'm still debating that one.
There's a duck clothesline. Oh, and a crescent kick right to the chin. Boy, Vennis DeMarco is really taking some punishing blows from Hop Sing.
Nice of you to duck the issue. But let's get back to the action here.
Well, he ducked a clothesline, and I thought it was a good segue. Suplex City coming up. Oh, blocked by DeMarco. Another block. Beautifully done. You got to hand that one to DeMarco.
DeMarco buying his time here, wearing the man out, wearing Hop Sing Lee out, and we just might see an early victory here by DeMarco.
Well, here's a reverse of the whip. Oh, and a clothesline. That'll take away that theory of the early victory. Nearly took his head off. My goodness, Hop Sing Lee moving very quickly tonight. Back elbow, right on the chin of DeMarco. 1, 2, 2 only, Dave.
Well, the referee was out of position there.
Yeah, she should have got down a little sooner, but it's hard to tell when two wrestlers are going. The crowd is yelling, and you have two commentators here. Whipped off into the ropes. Oh, and this, oh man, Johnny LaRocca not paying attention. Pulled the foot of his own man. What do you have to say about that?
Well, I don't know what was going on there.
Oh, here it comes. This is it, the Rice Rocket. Oh, you can count to 70 on this one. No one gets up. Good night, DeMarco. 1, 2, 3.
I think he pulled his tights.
Again, you're looking at a different monitor.
I think what Hop Sing Lee was doing there was he was checking on the tights of Vennis DeMarco because he's going to be working on them next week, dry cleaning them.
Oh, that's a terrible thing to say, Dragon Dave. Just imagine if you brought your own jacket into Hop Sing's dry cleaning, what would he do to it?
First of all, I wouldn't bring my jacket over to his dry cleaning business.
How do you know his family doesn't own that and they need to be supported by that? After all, he's not working for Emperor anymore.
Well, have you seen the way he dresses lately?
I have.
Well, enough said.
This one goes down in the record books. Pinfall victory for Hop Sing Lee. Mark your book there, Dragon Dave. Clean victory. You can check that one off.
Well, first of all, I don't think it's over. I think Vennis DeMarco is not going to forget about this one.